Hi everyone. What's that in view? That's my box. Hi. I just gonna get the other screen up. The reason that I'm a bit hesitant here starting this is I am not sure if my Wi-Fi is going to hold out. So I just want to see if anybody jumps on and you can hear me and how slick it is. Put the phone on mute for now. Let me see. Now, the other thing that could be happening is I might not be seeing comments. So let me just get Facebook up on my other screen. Apologies, guys. Right. Okay. Joe, hi. Brilliant. I was wondering if so Joe, tell me, having issues with my broadband, as you may know, is my mouth matching the words? Let me know, people, if this is okay, because I can switch to something else. I just want to see if this is working. So I know there's a wee bit of a delay here. Just let me know. And I am on and I'm slick. Thanks, Sheila. So, okay, well then this is part of the story. So I am connecting. Brilliant. Thanks, Joe. I am connecting through my broadband provider, who I might have mentioned before, but I've decided today I'm not going to tell you who it is. Anyway, a famous broadband provider's mini hub, because we have not had any, perfect. We've not had any broadband now for 8 days. 8 days. And look at the joy behind me. So there's been a lesson today in calmness and just wondering what the benefits are of your broadband provider not really being able to help you very much. And it's just made me think about our own customer service in our side hustles. So I'm not going to tell you who my broadband provider is, but I will, in summary, tell you that last Thursday morning, they came out at 8 o'clock to connect us up for full fibre broadband, which is really exciting because that's like, I don't know, we get 56, whatever the unit of measurement is at the moment, and it goes up to potentially 900. I don't think you get anywhere near that, but so it's a big difference. And with 4 adults pretty much living here, working from home or studying for school or playing on the Xbox, it just makes things so much easier. So anyway, quite excited about getting broadband connected. And then this guy came out to connect it and he said to me, I don't work for this company that shall remain nameless. We're just contractors that are over from Ireland to show them how to do it. But here's been the pattern. He goes, unfortunately, it's not working and it's not my department to solve it. So he went away, leaving us with our old broadband, but with our new broadband not working. That was fine. Then he told our broadband provider that he had put it in successfully, so they cut off our old broadband. So there's been like 8 days of phone calls to a plethora of people. And you would think, because they just cut it off at some exchange somewhere, you would think they could just turn it back on. But no, they can't do that because of their systems and their processes. So there's a 5-day turnaround on that, working days. So anyway, we've been through the working days of the bank holiday weekend and we're still no further forward. Engineers come out daily and they don't know what they're doing. Anyway, I'm actually waiting on a phone call from somebody senior at this broadband company right now, and she told me she'd phone me out about an hour, so I thought I'll quickly do this and then I'll need to jump into the classroom, and then I might be finished by the time she phones me because they close at, I think they close at 9. So anyway, it is beyond frustrating, but I'm joyful, right? So it made me go, I can't come on here and just moan because that's not what you want to hear. And I say to you, happy and upbeat. So I need to tell you the context of that, but then I need to tell you how I'm reacting to it. So there have been positives. We don't have any telly, right? That was a lot to take in for the first couple of days. But actually, we're now playing games. We're now interacting a lot more than we would. The kids are doing probably a significant amount more studying from books when there may have been the distractions of broadband and the draw of social media and online gaming. It has made us get out of the house more, because actually it's incredible actually what your broadband controls. So we're quite a techie house, but I hadn't really thought about it. Like, okay, so we can't watch telly. None of the kind of mini hub things are working because they all work on Wi-Fi. We can't watch Amazon. We can't watch Netflix. We can't, so not all our lights, but a lot of our lights are on kind of like Wi-Fi plugs. So they turn on and off on timers. None of our lights are going on and off. The printer is a wireless connection, so I can't print anything. And I've had lovely testimonial videos sent to me from a lot of you this week, which has been so amazing. I've been able to watch 4. There's 2 that I still can't even watch. So Anne and Sheila, I will message you as soon as I can see what you've sent me. But at the moment, I can't even watch it because it won't download. So anyway, that's the context. So I thought, right, I can't not mention that, because first of all, I'm going to have to tell you that I don't know. So what's happened is they've sent through this mini hub thing and they're like, just connect to that, it'll be fine. It's been spotty all day, so I wasn't sure how this is going to go, but actually it's quite good. So it seems to be working. So at least we've got some sort of connection here. I've been trying to stream through my phone all week. I've had a busy day in the day job. The number of meetings it's kicked me out of, and people saying, your voice is not going in at the same speed as your video. So I've had to just turn my video off because people have been like, you're freaking me out. Anyway, so this is looking relatively promising. But the lesson here is that complaints happen, right? Things go wrong, and things will go wrong in your side hustle. And things have gone wrong in all the side hustles that I have had. But what I've heard myself saying over and over again to this broadband provider for the last week is, can you stop saying, unfortunately, and that's our systems? And can you just say, oh, goodness, love, that's rotten. 8 days. Let's see what we can do to try and sort this out. I just want someone to say that, but no one's saying it. They're all going, well, unfortunately, that's our systems. So someone said to me tonight, so I've spoken to, I think I've probably spoken to every employee. Someone said to me tonight, well, we do get this problem when people change broadband providers. And I said, well, I've been with you for 30 years, so I don't think that excuse applies to me. And they're like, oh yeah, no, I can see that. No, it's something that often happens. It's just in our system, it says that it's working. So it's very difficult for us to do something. You're like, oh, bully for you. Anyway, but it just brings back, right? So I have had issues, where I've told you before, I've maybe sent the wrong product to a customer. It doesn't happen often, but it happens from time to time. Or maybe, I don't know, something has broken off a bracelet, and people feel that the quality wasn't there. It's happened occasionally, but it has happened over the years. And all I do is I immediately say, oh my goodness, that must be I am so sorry, because I'll mirror back their words. So whatever they say, they'll say, I am absolutely devastated that I have lost the heart with my child's name on it. And I'll immediately say to them, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. That must be absolutely horrible to lose the heart with your child's name on it. Let me create a new one for you tonight and get it in the post tomorrow so you can get that straight back on your necklace or your bracelet. See, when you do that, that's all people want. People do not remain annoyed. People sort of expect to have this broadband situation, so they go, oh, I'm going to complain to this company. I'm not going to get anywhere. No one's going to care. The absolute advantage we have as joyful side hustlers is that we do care. And I think a lot of you care like almost too much, so you're really worried that, maybe somebody, I don't know, if somebody did have a complaint, I think we would almost, as a group, take that more seriously than we need to, and be stressed or feel upset or sad about that a little bit more than we should. But I know for a fact that none of us are going, I don't care, whatever. Like, none of us are doing that, which means, so it's another reason why it's so incredibly brilliant to deal with a small handmade, hand-owned service or product, because you can speak right to the person and the person can say, do you know what? I can see that is really stressful for you, or whatever the words are the customer's using. Let me try and sort it out for you. That's all anyone wants to hear. And when you eventually get someone saying that to you, it's such a relief, and it can make you. So I'm sure a lot of you have been through customer complaints training at some point in your career. It's a training I used to deliver years ago when I worked in the bank. And I remember, I can't remember exactly the stats, but there's something around when you handle a complaint brilliantly, you can end up with a much, much more loyal customer than if they hadn't complained in the first place. So it's about actually encouraging feedback and then trying to respond to that, and just showing the customer that you're going to try and do better as a result. So you're interested in their thoughts. People just want to feel important. See, if somebody at this broadband provider phoned me, so someone's phoning me back, some senior manager. See if the senior manager phones me and she goes, 8 days, that is rotten. We can get an engineer. At the moment, I'm fighting to see if we can get an engineer out next Wednesday, like 2 weeks later after they cut me off. And even that, it feels like they're trying to do me a favor. So the moral of the story is, don't be worried about complaints or mistakes or, anything when your side hustle doesn't go smoothly, whatever it is. Just care, just care. And I know you will, which is why you don't need to worry about it. Because if you care and you say, look, could I sort it out for you by doing this? Would that work? Likely the customer's going to say, oh, actually, that would be brilliant, because we're all human. So if someone says to me, a heart fell off my bracelet, they know that I can't turn back time and magic that heart not falling off. But if I say, what if I were to create a new one for you exactly like the last one, exactly the same font, and get it in the post to you in the morning, so you should have it by Saturday morning? How does that sound? Generally, people are like, whoa, you're amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much. So you're not in that. I know, like, if you ever get a complaint, it does feel really icky when you read it, because you're like, oh no, like, I didn't want to cause that. But I just want to let you know, all you need to do is care. That's all you need to do, and everything will sort out. The most frustrating situation in the world is when no one cares, because it's just the system. So when businesses get that big, so they're like, well, people can't even transfer me to the person. They're like, I don't even have the authority to pass you on to that team that's dealing with you. I'm like, well, that's spectacular, isn't it? Let me just see what you're saying here. I should be able to get a refund on the 8 missing days service if he's it. Sheila, I better get more than a refund. I said to them last night, how can I? He's like, oh, unfortunately, I can't authorize any of that. And I said, well, who could I speak to that could? And he's like, well, there's nobody here. I'm like, are you telling me there's no one in this whole broadband company that would be able to say, do you know what? See that normal 5-day turnaround for new customers? Could we possibly slot Julian maybe in 3 days instead of 5 days, just because she's literally got no broadband and we're charging her for every day? Could we maybe do that? The guy's like, no, there's no one in the whole of BT. Actually, Gillian, I was telling Gillian about it this morning, only because Gillian sent me these lovely videos and I feel really bad because I can't actually download them, and thank you. And Gillian's like, why don't you just tweet BT? That seems to work for companies. I couldn't even find their Twitter account. I can't, there doesn't seem to be a Twitter account called BT. And I've told you who the broadband provider is. I was going to be, anyway, it's BT. There isn't one called BT and there isn't one called British Telecom. So I don't even know what I'm looking for on Twitter. But anyway, I said to the guy last night, so there's just no one that can help me. And he's like, no, it's just our process. We'll just have to wait until it's solved. I'm like, but there's no resolution. Like, I don't know. And he went, well, we can't really do anything. And I said, so did I go to the ombudsman? Like, I don't. And he went, oh, you can't go to the ombudsman until you finish dealing with us. It would be 8 weeks before you can go to them. Like, oh, spectacular. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They charged me like the day they put it in. They have charged. I mean, I'll definitely get it refunded. Like, that is definitely happening. But I said to them, can I tell you, I run two internet businesses from home. I also have a day job where I work on my computer all day, as does my husband, and my 2 kids are studying. And they're like, oh yeah, that's a real shame. And I said, okay. And they're like, I said, will there be any sort of compensation? And they're like, well, we'd probably be able to refund you for the days you don't have. You'll probably be able to refund me for the days you're not providing me the service. That's fantastic. I said, what I'll do is I'll just total up how much we earn per day, and I'll just charge you for that because we're not able to work. And he's like, oh, unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to compensate you in any way like that. Great. And I have to use my fingers to switch the lights on. Well, but I can't even work out how to do it because they're all, we put them on timer ages ago. I don't even know how to override it. Do you know the worst bit? This is like old lady. I've got my electric blanket on an app on my phone now, so I can turn it on from downstairs on a night that's freezing, like tonight, because it was literally snowing here this morning in Scotland. I can't even turn my electric blanket on. I could, but I'd have to like undo all of the stuff that I've set up, and then I'm not sure I could remember how to do it again. So yeah, annoying. If the customer service was any good and people were leaving, surely it would be a really big red flag. Yeah, I mean, the woman actually said to me tonight, so the only way we would look at this is if you were leaving for another provider. And I'm like, actually, if I were just to completely cut this and get another provider to install, I bet they would come out before next Wednesday. Maybe that is the answer. I don't know, but I've been with them for 30. Like, generally, they've been good. It's just the customer service. Whatever, I don't care. Sounds just like your door. Yeah, I've got a couple of teenagers. I understand that. Jackie, just because we put love into our products, that's why we care. Yeah. As a customer support assistant, I was always told off for being too helpful. Oh, Jackie, I wish I had got you. I've actually, in the stream of people I've spoken to over the last 8 days, I've had a couple of really helpful people, but they just, it feels like the system. They're like, I'm really sorry, but I'm trying to do this and put it through. But I don't know, some wholesale side of it is just cancelling it because obviously you already have broadband. Like, but we don't. Oh, Margaret, and you guessed it before I let it slip. Yeah, Sheila, so I did think about saying, I run a business from home, but I'm not sure if I don't have BT business broadband. So then there's a bit in my head that they're going to catch me out and go, well, you shouldn't be running a business in this broadband. Yeah, let it slip. Customer said, yeah, Emma. And that's why I love going to America generally, not when it's coronavirus times, but generally, because the customer service is just taken for granted in America, isn't it? Like, it's just, I don't know, because it's tips. Bet if I threatened to leave. Margaret and I honestly don't think they would. I can't get anyone that even slightly cares. I can't. I don't know. And I don't think I could leave because the problem is that it's the fiber into our whole estate. Like, the whole estate is out, but we've just had it installed in the estate. So I don't know if anybody else has actually upgraded. But if they have, then no one in my whole, well, there's probably about probably about 50 houses down here. None of them will have, certainly they won't have fiber broadband. But what they might have is still their old broadband because BT didn't switch it off. We've just left Virgin Media after being with them for 15 years and I've just gone over to BT. Joe, honestly, I've never had a problem with them. Like, and they even said to me, one of the women said to me, I can see you've been with us for a while. She goes, the account number that you have, we haven't used those for about 30 years. And she went, and I'm only 24. Like, well, could you maybe reward my loyalty? Plus, net are just as bad. I upgraded to superfast broadband, but because the speed was stopping me working from home. It hasn't improved, and the only solution was to plug it into the box rather than use Wi-Fi. Yeah. I mean, BT have a thing that they call their unbreakable broadband, and they sent out this hybrid box. And then when we tried to use it, they went, oh, it only works if you've got really great 4G in your area, and yours is average, so that's not going to work. Great. Unbreakable broadband, it feels. Maybe I need to go to advertising standards. Maybe that's the one. Need a bit of, yes, Emma, you're right, actually. I will ask the universe. Yeah, we don't have Virgin in our area, Sheila, although I was just saying to myself, I don't know if Virgin and BT are now sharing, because it's, well, it's Openreach, isn't it, that's putting in the fibre, and that's and that used to be part of BT but isn't anymore. So maybe that is the Virgin. I don't know. I just don't want to spend more hours on the phone. I just want it 24. I know. It's like when people go, I'm helping you out, I'm 24, and you're like, you could certainly be my daughter, and yeah, not far off being my granddaughter. None of them provide loyalty. It's a bit like insurance. If you threaten to leave, they will do more for you if you're a new customer. Yeah, I don't know if I've not got the energy. I just want it to work. See, if I left, though, I would have to change my email address. Oh, it would be, I think they know, it would be really messy if I did it. I think they know that. Right, okay, that wasn't very joyful and upbeat, sorry. But the message is, and I'll be so joyful and upbeat when it actually works and you see me and I'll be super streaming. The message is, just care, right, in your side hustle. And that's where we really do have an advantage over these big companies. And don't be worried about making a mistake or, a customer kind of getting in contact because they're not happy about something. When you care and they do that, you're likely to make a loyal customer for life there, and you're likely to kind of delight and surprise them, which is such a lovely thing to do. So just care. That's it. Okay, I need to go because I should be in the classroom. For any of you over in the classroom, I will see you there shortly. I have put beside this video, for anybody interested in joining the 8-week Start Your Happy Side Hustle program. The program closes tomorrow, so you only have this evening really to make. Well, it closes tomorrow at 8 o'clock, so you've got basically 24 hours to make the decision. And from Monday, I am running my Explode Your Happy Side Hustles sales bootcamp again. It'll be fractionally different, but very similar to the one I ran at the beginning of the year. So if you've already been on it, you don't need to come back. But if you haven't, if you want more sales in your side hustle, it is free. Come and join me next week. It's very different from the idea challenge that I do, and that'll be live training. It'll be live training Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and a masterclass next Sunday. So if you haven't already signed up for that and you want more sales, then join with the link here. It's hpy.tips/explode. Right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for empathizing with me and for all your sympathy. And I will see you all for the Happy Hustle Show next Monday. Take care, everybody. Bye.